I'm going to be starting a new channel. I'll give it to some men. There's not going to be a lot of requests, so it's no big deal. But I'm going to start a new channel outside of the 225 countdown. On that channel, we're going to talk about some basic do's and don'ts, basically. Do's and don'ts of finding a good woman and defining what that means and why that's a good woman and defining a good man. And we're going to talk about good families, godly families versus satanic trash families. We're going to talk about the psychology needed for super warriors to turn their back on the evil scumbags of this reality. Today, I went out and about and did some chores, burning sun, record heat. And so there's a lot of things that need to be said right now. There are men and women, but I'm not a homo. This isn't a dating advice channel for homos. I'm a heterosexual who's lived in the physical world for a number of years, and I'm sick and tired of seeing a lot of the white men, or the white women in some cases, turning black or going in the direction of black men, ignoring everybody else because of the woke movement. And when I see it here, there, elsewhere, and when I try to meet people outside of dating apps and avoid sinful behavior, and I feel like the ire of society for not going along with a satanic program. I know what I'm dealing with, and so do you, and it's bullshit. Here I am, rock you like a hurricane. And the content's going to keep coming. It's going to keep coming. It's going to keep exploding as we head towards the supernova, because I've got lots to say. I sit there and I ride like Paul Revere throughout the town. I try not to megaphone, but I go into certain businesses and try to engage in certain activities, and I'm aware of the program that is invisible over many women. And because I'm a heterosexual male, that's what I focus on. If you're a woman and you're super awake, then focus on the satanic program over men. I've done plenty of exposure of satanic men, but we need to really focus one thing at a time. There is a role for good men to play. And there isn't a major role that cell phones need to be playing in our lives when we're driving down the effing street and people are on their cell phone and some AI voice is directing where we're going to go when humans should know where they're going. And someone should be able to follow directions when we're driving down the street and not be like duped by some. And this is basically a metaphor for the larger thing. I see another person, a woman, going into a smoke shop that I went in. She's got the COVID mask on, very fearful. And then she's got the mask on. Now, I was in a place. We're going to be playing Inner Sandman in a minute by Metallica. Again, we're going to be playing Inner Sandman by Metallica because we've got the Supermoon. And I'm not drinking tonight. Very awake. Very awake. I took a 5-hour nap. Okay, so I'm awake. We have a situation where these women on the earth are being led by cell phones, being led by technology, being led by the media, telling them what men to be with, what men not to be with. They are under mind control. They have never been under more mind control than at this point in time. And they are being put in a position to dominate over men. And that's dangerous for us men that have trusted in a lot of these women with our effing lives, with our addresses, with our details, everything. We have been collectively over generations duped into a dependency situation, more so godly men, right, that are trying to be non-materialistic. Because if you don't have money in this world, if you don't have money, if I don't have money, if I'm not working like a 6-figure job, I don't then have my own house. I then don't have these. Then in this world, I don't have then a woman to be, say, appropriate. And there's things like modesty. There's things like behavior. There's things that's not about being a slave, but being polite and mannerful and never letting artificial intelligence or the cell phones and mass media dominate the situation. And so modern relationships are complicated because the woman and the man is so attacked by technology. Now, I was going to start with just, a rant. I wasn't even going to make a video. We need to talk about other things other than this. So you're also getting spiritual info. I'm seeing the 8-8 a lot. Never seen it more, the 8-8. And then we came up on like 888 recently, didn't we? I'm seeing it in a lot of different ways. Sometimes I wake up at 1:44. For a while, I was waking up at 3:33 or feeling like I was getting divine instructions from God to talk about the satanic influence over this region, also the earth. But I moved to a specific region where, because I need to talk about it. I need to process. I can psychically pick up on women being kidnapped, abused, raped, hit by cars, road rage, straight up shot in the fucking head. Boom. These things are in the news. And I live in an environment where there's so much murder. And the main word verbiage, you need to remember one thing from this video. It's this. These people that live in my proximity, you know, the main thing that's wrong with them, they drink something called forever chemicals. It's erupting in the news that chemicals are in the water supply, and people that pay their taxes, that live in an area where the real estate is not cheap. People, there's low income, but they have to pay a lot. You know what I mean? The people that work and own these homes to live in this shithole. And despite the fact they live in this shithole, their mind is raped. It's a point, folks, where I'm ranting in public and no one can tell me to be quiet because I'm getting like angry in line. No, they're screwed up. They keep doubling the utility bills. They keep raising the rent. And I tell these people, man, you need to get out and get off grid before you fucking lose everything. You understand? You put so much money into this real estate. You think you're always, and then I look online without trying to go full conspiracy. And it's like, people are warning about the housing bubble, aren't they? And another lockdown. Folks, I'm counting zero for people that took the jab and believe it, man. They don't have good teachers here. Thank you. It's scaring me. When I went to that facility, they didn't care about the mask. I'm sorry. They didn't care about social distancing. Where are the Bibles? Where are the masks? Where is the air circulation? You understand? It's dirty. It's dirty. The gym is dirty. So on one end, they got us really screwed up, the people that took the jab, and may they not be sick. May they be healed and learn their effing lesson. And thank God that they're not damaged and learn something from that, whether it was a placebo or not, or maybe there was a healing. Who knows what damaged it? We're not going to talk about it because we're on YouTube. All right. So we're 7 minutes in. All right. So what I'm saying is this is a supermoon. I'm not reading all the stuff about the supermoon. My emotions are heightened. All this is I'm at epiphany moment. I'm trying to break my programming. Being alone and feeling helpless in this world has really been difficult, but I'm trying to work through it. I'm trying to attain a deeper psychology so I don't indefinitely end up white knighting. So for me, Inner Sandman by Metallica is a beautiful song. Inner Sandman, we're about to go there now. It's basically about like solar flares. It was made during the solar flare period. That's how I think about it. I think about solar flares, bro, and insomnia. Solar flares hitting the earth, and there's some little kid having some nightmare. And there's like some semi-truck that comes after his bed. It's beautiful. But we're living in that reality now. We're Inner Sandman now. That's why I thought, man, I should come on and do a video tonight and just talk about how a lot of men, not just me, are feeling this pain. I'll be honest with you. I don't mean to, use profanity, but I was screaming a little bit before, I went walking. I was just like, I feel like an expletive to the women in this world. Because I don't see anybody that looks like me in this community. And certainly I don't see any women with anyone like me, with me in this community. And I really wish that I had a young-ish, we're talking like early 20s or 19. I think 18 might be too young, but it's like someone really conscious, who's fit, smart. And I know I'm asking for a lot, but I don't want to feel guilty about that. I think that young women are capable intellectually, spiritually, if they have good training in school. And I have like this burning anger at me right now, at the forever chemicals, at Big Pharma. It's a long list. At the school system, at the media, it's like a quickening. I have a quickening in my brain, and it's kind of like an acid trip where you take the acid, you see the matrix, and you basically see the codes everywhere. It's not quite that extreme, but it can be the point where you're falling down crying and just exploding with tears, because I can see hell on earth erupting. Thank you. Hell on earth erupting, porno out of control, knowing that when I tried to talk to that Latina girl the other day, she had the black eyes and she was afraid of me. And it's like, I'm not able to crack the shell. And so I feel that I am being tortured as a male for being attracted to women, wanting to save them in a world where it's a world of vampires and werewolves. I don't want you to feel bad if you're white and big. Please don't. But there is just this big, whether even I talked to a Muslim today, there's this big obsession also women have with just oversized giants, men with beards. You even see it in the Islamic, Arab, Afghan immigrant community, which is so sad. I talked to one woman today, but try not to make her fearful. We did a live stream at 2025 Countdown. Here comes the woman with the Jeep. To about my ancestry, and that I have a broken relationship with those people. I got the feeling to just leave her alone, give her my website info, but it was like, hey, you need to know something. White people, in the end, have been closer to me, nicer to me. And I don't want to say my own people, but, Muslims, Afghans, I shouldn't say that they are my own people. That's not right. But where have they been? Answer, in my opinion, as Sufi realities would say, shaitan. So as this little boy gets psychically attacked, these women all around us that are so beautiful, they're attacked in their sleep. They're attacked when they're on the screens. So when we're trying to talk to them, send them links, talk to them through dating apps, we're not alone. The best thing that can happen to a man, young man, old man, is to meet a woman, live with a woman, I think, alongside nature, away from invasive technology. Meeting women through nature or natural means in person, and having friends through networks hook them up. So on another channel, I don't know if I could do it on this channel. I can do a little bit here and there. I'm feeling like I need my own relationship channel that doesn't deviate too far into other shit. But it's basically identifying good families versus bad families, or good couples or good relationships, defining what that means, and taking my own life experience, my own success, not necessarily out of it, but not letting my lack of perceived success stop me from talking like an expert. Yeah. Because I can look big picture at the world situation. I can look big picture at the controllers and see the dark path that's being led, that many men are being led down and women are being led down. And in the end, it's a road to hell. So this would be a period of storm action. And many people are living a nightmare now on the earth. And bad relationships. And bad ones. On evil websites. And they wonder why their soul is marked. They wonder why their house is marked. They wonder why their car is marked. Because they kill and they destroy and they fornicate and they ignore the victims of war. They wonder why God's wrath is coming. They wonder why the hand of protection is coming. They wonder where the good men have gone. They wonder why the evil men are here. They wonder why they woke up beautiful in a world of vampires and werewolves and fire.
Say your prayers and so on. Don't forget my son to include everyone. I tuck you in, all within, keep you free from sin till the Sandman he goes. Sleep with one eye open, gripping your pillow tight. Exit light and tonight.
I make peace tonight, for I do not live in the land of pretty women, meaning we're not going to be top targets from the traffickers where I live, but some of you will be that are living in sin, so get ready for lights to go out. I tried to help you.
Something's wrong, something like maybe not tonight, and the honest the white. Dreams of war, dreams of lies, dreams of dragons fire, and of things that will fade. Now, sleep with one eye open, gripping your pillow tight. Exit light, and tonight. Take my hand, rock to never land. Yeah.
I've seen in spirit many and many throw themselves off buildings in desperation and ruin days, knowing that I was right. That's a sad state to put yourself in when you choose that route, because that's what the devil does. So it breaks our heart and sends us evil men and women that take us out like Tutonka, buffalo, once they see the gold there, knowing they work for the enemy of my dad, Satan. But we the holy, we the believers, we pray.
Hush, little baby, don't say a word, and never mind that, no you heard. It's just the beast under your bed, in your closet.
Just the human traffickers down the street that you want to pretend they didn't exist.
Never land.
All right, so we're now, thank you for the comments. Are we ready? Okay. Thank you for tuning in tonight for this very special broadcast. The second part of the headline. Okay, so it goes without saying that I'm feeling the calling from God to get back into World War III news. This is kind of a long-winded. We're going to look at some basics just on the surface level of just some of what's going on. But what I want you to know is that they called Americans animals. Okay, calling Americans animals. And we're going to go back here. You know, for people that might be tuning in new or just found me recently, you know, this has been an ongoing thing for them to call for this. We've got, you know, past. I don't know if it'll even come up on the search. Let's see. But I know where I can find it. See? So we basically live in a world, and it may or may not come up. So this is somebody who knows Donald Trump. This is on OTB 2.0, and I might start doing some live streams over there. Militant perf, are you male or female? And are you new to the channel? Are you aware that I expose human trafficking? Or are you just here to attack? I'm just curious. Are you aware that I've been trafficking for 20 years and that people have attacked me for trying to like warn women about this? And so if you're just here to create negative energy, we'll just have you leave.
I want to get your
Well,
response
it's not
to
misogyny. We have past videos criticizing both misogyny and that. And so Satanism has certain value systems, and many men are satanic too. And we've talked about that. So do you understand? Or are you just here to just attack, which is basically what a lot of people do? Because on this channel, I tell my life story about spending my whole lifetime standing up for women, fighting human traffickers, and being left in the street for homelessness for people that worship flesh, sell cuddles, sell bodies to the highest bidder. You know, women that traffic themselves. You know, women that leave good men in the street to die. You know, like, are you a part of the American culture that supports the U.S. military? Do you believe Afghan lives matter? Do you realize that your people, if you're an average American woman, support military men going to overseas countries and murdering shitloads of people? Do you realize that I've developed these belief systems about women and men being satanic in this society because you're leaving good men to die that are trying to stand up for your favor and help you understand that when the lights go out, when there's not any money, those of us that were considered worthless because we're not a part of your satanic money worshiping society, right? So what is your YouTube channel? So do you understand that when comments are open, when we have women come in, we don't have positivity. This is interpreted to be Satanism. Look at the history of titles on my channel. You're zoning in on one title and you're ignoring everything else. There is quality information in the books that I wrote about the solar cycles. Have you read Solar Wars 2025? Okay, so do you understand that this is not a channel that just delves into that? I spent my whole lifetime trying to help people. And so when you realize you're dealing with Satanism is when you realize that you are right about the future we're living in, about Russia, about China, about pornography websites, and right about going back to Portland Access TV and trying to help those women understand what's happening with the attacks on women. And when nobody talks to me, right, and when nobody cares, you end up with a perception that it's Satanism.
to Russian professor Igor Panarin's prediction for the future of the U.S. I'm sure you're familiar with it. The possibility of the U.S. breaking up into regions. Some call this Russian propaganda. Some say the way the dollar is going, it could be a possibility if they don't get their North American Union plans in. What are your thoughts on some of the allegations he's made, things that could happen to the U.S.?
Well, what he's concerned about, and I think there is a legitimate point here, and that is that, as I argue in the book, it would come down to solutions. That fighting this globalism is going to have to start in localities and in states. There's local areas. I advise people at the end of the book and the solutions part of the book.
I thought I saw somebody say, now, Donald Trump and Biden and Alex Jones aren't my idols. There's no idol here. I'm showing that, wow, so we're dealing with people that just hate us as men for being able to think and think critically. No, I'm showing that before these people were elected, I was intelligent enough to have intelligent people on the show discuss the reality we're in now. And a lot of them are manipulators, would talk to me back in the day, treat me with respect for those that are slow and don't know what this is about. This is me interviewing him a long time ago, Jerome Corsi, about things that are on their way now, the breakup of the U.S. This is me being prophetic. There are many, many things that I've been prophetic about. One would be the threat of China. One would be, thank you, Shalom. And so basically, when we men wake up, thank you for the likes. We're going to keep going. The more likes, the more time I keep here. But I won't try to keep you for 10 hours. But we're going to keep the flow. And the flow is happening because the supermoon, we're healing. Now, I'm going to go walking tonight, folks, just so you know. And I need you to know something. I am praying for women and the feminine. I love them, like in general, feminine energy. But I'm not going to confuse the barbarian females on the ground here on earth in the modern world for the essence of what is. Do you understand? We men should be able to be romantic and think about what I call the goddess in the sky. We should be willing to be romantic and think about how to treat a lady. So I'm going to create another YouTube channel without these hateful Satanists and use all types of tags and not volunteer certain information about myself. Nothing about like my heritage will be mentioned. I will just strictly get right to it. Maybe someone may be attracted to me that likes that honesty, but a lot of women, they can't be told your ethnic heritage. These women of the modern society, and no offense to those of you men that realize you have been left by black men. I don't hate you. We're very similar because I'm seen as a dirty white man too to a lot of these white women. They love it when it's black, when it's super tall, And when you're short and you're brown, you're worthless. Even if you're an author, even if you're a poet, even if you have your own land, you're nothing. You're garbage. If you're short and you're brown, even if you have a YouTube channel, you are still a horrible human being. And they don't even know when you have a decent sized penis, which I do. I don't show it. I don't film it, but never been insulted on that level. These women don't realize they have the intelligence to profile a man. When he can fight, when he can teach others to fight, when it's a sign when his feet are size 11. So that's enough on that. A lot of them are really screwed up even when it comes to how to achieve orgasm and what we call sexual pleasure. I'm actually good in the bedroom. They think they can actually profile a man on whether or not he can get them off. The reason why actually someone get kiki, do group sex or polygamous and hop from cock to cock to cock to cock is because they don't have the spirituality and consciousness to explore different sexual positions with the man. They hate the man, and a lot of them, the lot lizards of this world, you see, because throughout my whole life of fornicating with these beasts, especially in Portland, Oregon, they love to make a beeline, these Satanists, for men that have a golden essence about them, and then to break their heart and leave them on the side of the road. And so when we look at the entirety of my fornication experiences, right, they were all coming in periods in which I had a position that was set to grow and evolve my life. It was all like set up to break my heart, if you're able to pick up on that. And so me fighting human trafficking of women and them not supporting me has really damaged the psyche and has really left me confused. Like the pornography industry, it should not be supported. OnlyFans, selling cuddles for money, like all these things convince men and women that money is king and money is controlled by them. So if they control money and they destroy money, do you understand where I'm going with this? And they get everybody on this money system. If there's a wipeout or an EMP, like when I look at the future, really, it's like children of men. We're going to go there next.
Smaller communities, and there are probably 200 communities in the United States now printing their own money. The Berkshire Mountains, for instance, there's Berkshires, which is a form of local currency. You buy it at the bank. It has value. The 9th and 10th Amendments were meant to limit the United States of America out of the Articles of Confederation. The sovereign entities were the states, not the national government. That was the secondary government formed to be a limited power, and the states were considered to be the primary sovereign in the equation. And I think there's going to be some consideration of returning to that. I mean, certainly if you took a state like Texas or Montana or the Dakotas and those, or Oklahoma, and these states said, look, we're going to have laws against illegal immigrants. We're not going to give them benefits. We don't want federal welfare benefits. We're going to reduce taxes. We're going to encourage local and private businesses. We're going to be a very business-friendly environment. I'm sure that these would be states people would flock to.
Despite me interviewing this guy and interviewing many people, including Joel Skousen, that went on to support Trump, because I don't worship Trump, all that work I did for them is worthless. So to the left wing, I'm a right winger, you know what I mean? To them that don't think and research, they don't know that this whole time I was independent. This whole time I was fighting the rape and trafficking in people in the Middle East at the occupation and talking about those things, but at the same time not hating Americans or calling American women animals or dogs, but trying to warn them about Katy Perry, the sex industry, stripping. Like Chris Rock said, we got to keep our boys off the pipe and our girls off the pole. And when I look now at Portland, Oregon, let's go next. They glamorize stripping. And when I went to stripping and did the pornography thing or whatever, lived in Portland, we did yoga with strippers in Portland. All right. I want to be a stripper in Portland. I want to be a stripper. It's not a healthy environment for women to grow up in. They demand a safe environments. You should have a safe environment, but by the nature of the industry, it's going to be evil and expecting it to. So this is the one in which, now imagine yourself, and I knew this psychically as a little boy, that there was.
New on AM Extra now, Portland has earned a reputation for being a strip club.
That was kind of the driving question. How did Portland come to?
You're developing your first feelings of sexuality for the first time. You need to think about this with compassion. When you're in an environment and you're a little girl and you're 10, 11, 12, 13, and you can look at porno on the internet, and there's strippers and there's escort services and there's jack shacks where men go and they spend about a certain amount of money. The women throw them a rag and they relieve themselves with a rag. Like all this, thank you, Cello, and God bless you. Everyone pray for the person in the chat section and give that person whatever energy we can do through these live videos. We have 14 viewers. So I now realize that I did turn on men a little bit because I was influenced to. And right now I'm really repenting of sinning against God. 7 likes, 14 viewers, 777. It's a holy moment right now. And so we men are in hell that have been duped into lusting for women that don't like us. And lusting for women can include liking women that may not be pretty, but that we see are heroes over those that we're trying to help. You know what I mean? So we could be duped in a situation, this, that, and the other, to where we think it's a good thing. But in reality, it's not an ultimate pairing for our soul. It's more like a deception. It's like a short-term, thing for a few years. But in the end, by being dependent on others and not having good parents in the beginning, so that we have the man has to be in charge of certain things when it comes to driving through dangerous situations, a self-defense situation. The women cannot be in charge of the defense plan to fight the human traffickers. That's ridiculous. And a man should never be put into a situation where he's disarmed, where he doesn't have a knife, where he can't make decisions. And the cell phone should never be directing the woman on where they drive. When the man says, go straight, go straight, go straight, the woman is to go straight. And so to have you need to understand that men are not worthless, that good men need to be leaders. At a minimum, they have to be the leader of their family. I have never studied official like religion or whatever, but what's coming into me is just the way it should be. There's certain do's and don'ts. Women should never shake that ass when they're married or with boyfriends on any way, shape, or form, on social media, when they're out at the market, in any way, shape, or form. There shouldn't be any type of look at me, I'm so sexy. And the people here, many in the Latino community here, shake that ass all the time. They're constantly showing how sexy they are. They don't know shit about the solar cycles, but they have solar symbolism at their Mexican restaurants. So what's in their fucking heritage? You understand what I'm saying? It's in their fucking heritage. But you start telling them, hey, I've got a book about the sun. Hey, I've got morals. Hey, you look pretty. Do you want to support what? There's no human trafficking. It's like dumbed down, and that's scary when you're dealing with beautifully shaped women and you're like, there's human trafficking. There's a story the other day. What? That's not happening. You're the bad man. That is a world in which you, with a high libido male that could produce healthy, strong children, have found yourself in hell. We men are in hell. We men, they're not pieces of shit. They're trying to evolve ourselves. We are in hell, and we are finishing last, and they're laughing at us. So when you tell women that you have a spirituality, oh, so we have someone attacking me on another channel. But hey, that's going to happen when you do those things. When you talk about spirituality, when you talk about the solar flares, when you talk about Russia, when you talk about World War III, when you talk about people attacking each other on the channel. I'm not attacking you. And see, my name is a given birth name. Fandar is a code name, right? So you're attacking me to send people after me personally because you're trying to harm me personally on a full moon. I'm not trying to harm you in the name of Jesus Christ. Okay? I'm not trying to harm you in the name of Jesus Christ. I'm trying to tell you to wake up to the fact that we are facing an event here in the future, and it's going to be World War III. Okay? And attacking someone for trying to wake people up that there is a war taking place on the earth isn't spiritual. I ask that you come to the true light now and that you go to certain websites like spaceweather.com and you look at the voltile of the grid. I ask that you go to my Costia County series and that you look at the years and years of me standing up for off-gridders and understand that I'm in pain right now, okay? Slandering people online isn't spiritual. Hiding behind code names, okay, isn't spiritual, okay? Attacking people when I'm encouraging you to learn self-defense isn't spiritual. In the name of Jesus Christ, I ask that many of you come to the true light because on this supermoon, I'm leaving this channel. I'm no longer going to be creating channels. Now, when you hide behind code words, when you hide behind pseudonyms, okay, and you zone in on someone that's trying to encourage you men to defend women, to stop watching pornography, to stop womanizing men, to stop womanizing women, to respect women that don't put out on the first date. You understand? If you want to find a good woman, you need to exit the MGTOW concept. MGTOW is a cult. Do you understand? Hating women is a cult. Many men hate women. If you watch my channel and you watch all the videos, I have told you that I left MGTOW because MGTOW videos weren't helping me. They were attacking women. Okay? And so we don't attack women on this channel. Okay? We don't do those things on this channel. We call out human traffickers. I have blogs and websites where I talk about the reality that there are men that do those things that have been harmed in the prison industrial complex. I talk about defending women. The Satanism I'm talking about is good men being abandoned across America that are not trying to stop, but just attacking me and only seeing the negative side of what I'm doing. So I talk about yoga. I talk about meditation. I talk about Qigong. I talk about Vipassana. I talk about women's self-defense. I send emails to martial artists in my community, and I ask them for information on how to teach women's self-defense. I try to patch things up with people that I've had beefs with. I talk about why I was right about Portland, Oregon. You understand? And so I'm not calling you people out by your given birth name, but you people have killed my people overseas. I don't believe 9/11 was a legitimate event, and I don't believe that you ever tried to help me get housing, constantly making me homeless, targeting me on the internet. There is a long history of me being targeted by the audience. You understand? There's trauma there. I used to own land in Colorado where I used to make videos. And when aspects of the audience begin to attack, okay, when audience members begin to attack me, I left my equity in Colorado, okay, and moved into a place where there's murder and trafficking. And so all I do is create content for this channel. And if people are attacking me back, on the channel, then you're trying to shut down the message. You know what I'm saying? The message is spirituality. The message is preparing for the things that are coming. The message is understanding how we're affected by the solar flares, for better or for worse. The message is rising above lust. The message is rising above trying to get quick lays from people on the internet. The message is understanding Gnosticism. The message is the teachings of Jesus. The message is I gave my life to Christ only in the last year because I realized that my previous perspectives on women were wrong to a certain degree. And now I'm upgrading everything because I do believe that we are being attacked by Satan, all of us, that many men have become satanic now, many women, the vast majority. And because I'm a heterosexual who talks about dating and whatnot, so we're going to go and continue. So I stopped doing certain evil things, looking at certain things in the last couple of years, exposing them. And so there are many spiritual attacks right now on spiritual people. And what they do is it's about targeting people that are trying to share their light on the internet. Because when you share your light on the internet and you share unique perspectives, I don't have to mention anyone by name, but I'll be targeted by name, right? Like I am right now. I'm being told right now that I'm being targeted. Like right now I'm being told we're targeting you, we're attacking you, we're putting you down, we're doing this to you, we're harming you. You may be doing those things, but I said in the name of Jesus, I come in the name of peace. This is America. Just because I'm not dead and I haven't killed myself doesn't mean that I don't have a right to speak about my feelings. End times are turning humans evil. Okay. And me talking about those things, as China, Russia gets ready to EMP the U.S., Supermoon fears, Supermoon attacks. Now, Superman rescues Lois Lane, and they survive this apocalyptic situation in New York City. And basically, I interpreted that to be a metaphor. That they're saved because They're moral. So they continue to fly. By the way, don't remember to like. Don't forget to like. And don't forget to sub and hit the button. I need to grab some water. So humans are turning evil during the eclipse. And it's not just women, it's men and women. I believe that the evil, so it's not about a race, it's not about a gender. I just feel that in my immediate environment and with my relationship with women, I want to see more women show me their good side. I want women to say we have good in us and that you're wrong. Instead of just dislike and attack me, tell me about what you do see in the good in me on my channel, about fighting the human trafficking, about exposing the men that kidnap women. Because what I read in Portland, Oregon, is that there are some homeless people that are bursting into the tents and raping women on the Valley Ray channel. And so when I look at that and I went back on cable access and nobody, no women, no ex-girlfriends, nobody said, thank you, Alex, for covering these things. We know 15 years ago when he talked about these things getting worse in Portland, Oregon. And so for me to put a lot of energy into Portland, Oregon, so many videos looking at Miss Channel, thousands and thousands of videos warning. And then I got upset with Donald Trump, about the whole Portland this and that. And I don't like fake news, but in the end, I didn't find him very wrong about things of what he said. And then like the Portland thing, there's so many women that say they're against racism, that say they're against those things, but they're not against my kind being bombed. You know what I mean by weapons of war. Only being into black men alone and not caring about other ethnic men that are short, that are brown, calling them misogynists when all you want to do is stop human trafficking, leads me to think that I have to stop uploading. It leads me to think that this has to be the last video. It leads me to think I'm going to wake up tomorrow and people are attacking me for fighting human trafficking. And everybody needs to know this is always what it's been about. If you look at the front page of my channel, guys, and look at the geopolitical warning, I'm warning about China and Russia attacking our women in America. And so I'm angry. I'm making this allegation that women hate me because there's no evidence of women saying anything positive. It's all negative. It's all negative comments. It's all negative emails. I got attacked by witchcraft a couple months ago. And so I became suicidal basically last month. It's so fucking sad. I felt so hated by women. I felt like I should kill myself when all I've done is predict our future. So are there videos attacking me right now for just having a different perspective? And I'm just using my, just doing what I do. And so people hide behind it. See, is this a MGTOW thing? See, this is the evil in our world. And see, this is the problem with the internet. So folks, you need to understand what I predicted about the future. We're right now living in a world where drones are taking over our cities. We live in a world where we are coming this new world order. We are living in a world where China and Russia is gaining the upper hand on the United States. We're living in a world where it seems or perceived that racists don't get better, they get worse. It seems like the women don't believe that my life matters. So I have to believe that I'm standing up against human trafficking. And my father's family, who's foreign, they don't like me, even if I stand against the hate of Muslims. So it leads me to see even women of those cultures only into super giant men, big men, men that basically oppress women. Because I believe that we have been dominated by an alien species that has brainwashed men and women to hurt each other. All right, so God bless. I think we need a little bit of meditation. Okay, we're going to go. I'm going to rest Supermoon to walk away from the internet. I am going to try to walk away from it. What I'm going to do is start a relationship channel and expose how to find a good man or woman and ignore the haters, and start a new channel outside of my surname and wake up a shitload of people in God's robot, maybe I'll stay because of you. Bless you again. You're reading your comments. You'll be blessed. No, you will be blessed. You'll all be given love. You're just like you're real good at it too. Going instead, back into the internet. It's your talent. Using technology to target on a Supermoon. Like that. Say,
Africa,
this is it.
Europa,
Evening.
Австралия, Америка. Это земля, прошедшее время, настоящее время, будущее время. Мир — это мир. Понимать, понять, спрашивать, отвечать, говорить, задумываться, градовать, зная, передача, общаться с друзьями, обменяться мнениями, безграничность, существо разумное, разговор, беседа, континенты, Азия, Африка, Европа, Австралия, Америка, это земля.
So if I would advise someone to be good, if he was a man, it was be to, at bare minimum, no self-defense. And for the man and couple to know self-defense together, and for the man and woman to train together, to work out together, and to pray together and to eat food together and to eat organic food together and to be in nature and to take their kids into nature, good relationships. They may read the Bible. They may go to church together. They may interact with other families. Good families would probably like to plant things and be frugal. Good families with a good father. They're probably not materialistic. They probably believe in some sort of respect for women. They probably don't think that prostitution is okay. A good family probably has the porn block on. Good families probably at the right time tell their children about sex. Good families do these things. Good families learn about evil men and women, and they understand that criticizing the evil behaviors of the dominant men and women isn't hating men and women, but trying to find our way back to God. Now, I think that for me, I speak about this because I talk about us being on a more evolved planet. So I believe that there is purpose for me to speak about these things, because I believe that we should talk about the better world, the perfect world, the more evolved world in which there is love. We need to define it. A world in which there's consciousness, a world in which there is protection for people, a world in which there is protection for women, a world in which it is safe, a world in which basically, I don't know per se, but the world right now with dating apps and whatnot is so just getting rid of men entirely leaves the women being run by robots. And so I think that there is maybe a new age belief that if they just get rid of the men and control the robots, somehow the feminists are going to control the robots and the robots won't be working with the aliens. And so we brought up the question before because we are dealing with end times, and they divided the man and the woman, got the men hating the women, got the men hating the men. Now they're confusing me for one of them. And that's what they do. If they confuse you for being a consciousness raiser and they think you hate them, they will target you. You know what I'm saying? Even when you explain yourself to them and say this is not about gender, but we have been divided because we were born into genders. Some people were born identifying, and there's reasons why we identify as a male, as a female. By the way, we have 11 people watching, and we had 9 likes. That was 119, and it just changed. That's the number for hellfire. There is something about synchronicity and discussing karma and the karmic return and what's coming to our people. And so when you think about spirituality and you're spiritual, there is no in spirit man or woman. There's just spirit. On the physical level, there is man, there is woman, right? On the physical level, there is man, there is woman. But on the spiritual level, there is spirit. So if they possess us, if they take humanity over to think that we are man, woman, that we're misogynists, then they have split the consciousness down and they are attacking then a light being that's trying to raise consciousness with regards to what's going on. Okay, so I have hundreds to thousands of relationship videos. And the reason why I stopped making MGTOW videos public is because I believe that it was perceived to be a woman-hating movement or something, and I didn't want any part of it because I was attacked by MGTOW people for fighting human trafficking. Someone told me they're attacking me now on some channel. Do they fight human trafficking of women on that channel? Are there any videos at Zodar channel? And it's interesting that Zodar, is it called Zodar? We'll have to check it out and do a mirror of it. Zodar, of course, a fake name. The Zodar is coming to me, or Zodar, like the Jewish book, as well as the Bible and other spiritual faiths. And I'm looking at the variety of spiritual faiths, and it all venerates a good man and woman. Okay, and so we are being programmed in society to be bad men and women, and the men are being programmed. Listen, I do believe that on a physical level, it can be perceived that there is a physical need for intimacy and love, or a man will go crazy. Doesn't mean he has a right to, means that it seems to be important to the biology. Now, listen to me now. If then that man lives in a world where becoming spiritual, the environments, the institutions do not prepare him to meet a good woman, nor his parents, nor the media, nor pornography, right? And he's led into temptation. What do you think's going on there? Especially if it's a godly man. If I tell you that all the women that made a beeline for my penis back in the day were all skank of the skanks, all super active super whores. None of them were trying to save their, you know what, for me, to where I could actually do oral on them and enjoy it when they're at the right youngish age, under 25, and I haven't been with 1,000 ding dongs. And see, there's nothing wrong with black people. Women are beautiful. Black women are beautiful. I would like to know some if they're spiritual and would come to respect me and say that my life matters. But I believe that many black women that deserve love have been left by black men because they're constantly programmed to chase that white booty. They're constantly programmed. Can I get an amen from a black woman? Hello? My email is magicshift333@proton.me. My email is magicshift333@proton.me. Can I get an amen? Are there any black women in the audience? That realize that the black men have been mind controlled to chase whitey down and lust for that ass? Do you realize how that may have infected what's happened in the black community? Where are the dads? The system put them away. And why is that? Because what? Because white supremacy never went away. Can I get an amen? So why is there a lack of brothers supporting me when I'm fighting for your people? That's what I want to know. Why would there be hate from a black woman towards me tonight for just sharing my mind that women are being left behind by the system? And you're now being taught that cell phones, robots, COVID masks, pornography, owning fans, that this is the way to salvation? No, it's the road to hell. And I'm trying to lead you to heaven. I'm trying to make it hard for you to go to hell. Very, very hard. I'm trying to make it hard for me to drink alcohol tonight. Very, very hard. I'm raging against the machine. So you people don't drive me to drink tonight and drink and drive. I'm going to speak online tonight for therapy, and you're going to listen. And some people might attack with a squeaky mouse voice. It sounds like this. Sounds like chicken. It sounds like this. Chicken. Sounds like this scary voice. And it's just like hiding. Trump cannot save your Joe Biden cannot save your world. Okay. Alex Jones cannot save your world. Okay. Satan cannot save your world. You understand what I'm saying? Evil cannot save your world. One minute. Donald Trump criticizes me. Donald Trump learns from me. I beat Donald Trump. I am superior to Donald Trump. I stopped the tank of Donald Trump because of the China understanding. I said Trump was right about TikTok. Okay, TikTok. Donald Trump is right about Portland. Donald Trump is right.
They want to support, but people need to do it voluntarily. People shouldn't be forced to do those things in their tax dollars.
We renegotiated with Japan, with South Korea, with Canada, Mexico, many. But I'd look at these deals before we did the renegotiation and say, who would make deals like this? I mean, they were either crooked or really stupid, one or the other. Probably crooked for the most part, because I don't think they're stupid. But we had the worst trade deals. No.
Did Trump really say that? I'm a better looking person than Kamala. Yeah, because you're a foot taller than Kamala. That means you're so much better looking. You're just so much stronger than her because you're a man and she's a...
Won't you come see about me? I'll be alone, dancing, you know it, baby. Tell me your troubles and doubts, giving me everything inside and out.
Working, is it good?
Love strange, so real in the dark. Think of the tender things that we were working on. Slow change may pull us apart. When the light gets into your heart, baby, don't you forget about me. Don't.
I said go straight. Don't turn. Turn off the cell phone. Drive straight.
Will you stand above me? Look my way. Never love me. Rain keeps falling down. Will you recognize me? Call my name or walk on by. Rain keeps falling down. Don't you try and pretend it's my feeling will win in the end. I won't harm you or touch your defenses, vanity, insecurity. Don't you forget about me. I'll be alone, dancing, you know it, baby. Going to take you apart. I put us back together at heart, baby. Don't you forget about me. Don't
You got to screw over.
forget about me. But you won't come by.
It is a tragedy. It is just one big tragedy. I'm going down the road and I'm like, no more of that music. Tragedy, y'all. Who's on nothing? Just sitting there licking their lips and a popcorn. Watching those people watch that porn, watching them back on the screen. They don't even have enough common sense to put tape on. This is what has become of our world in 2024. I never read these lyrics. Yeah, it's evil to call women Satanists, but they leave us for Satanists. Fuck you and fuck off. Who are you with the squeaky voice? No one and nothing. You never once fought human trafficking one day in your life, punk. I know there's spiritual black women out there. I don't know them in the real world. I saw condoms today at the market, picked them up, saw someone stole the condoms inside, the magnums, the good ones, the ones that fit. Picked it up, examined the box, examined the other box. Oh, discounted. And I just put it right back. Okay. Just put it right back in the fucking, no, it just put it right back. No, not yet. Oh, no, not for trash. No. But I see what I've seen around is not for me. It can take things in a place you don't want it to go. You have to save it for the right one. That's my message. Too many. We're done with this. We're done. Thank you for your time. Off the stage, Sarah. It's time for Jennifer. Jennifer, stage 8. Come on. Now, what else really hits the nail on the head? Now, are we really dealing with women that have the spirit to fight human trafficking like this video? Was this a lie? Were we duped into thinking that we would wake up in 2024 with warriors next to us, ready to take on the new world order? What we have? Is that what we have? Do we have this? Or were we lied to?
Run away. It's your heart that you betray. Feeding on your hungry eyes. I bet you're not so civilized. Well, isn't love primitive? A wild gift that you wanna give. Break out of captivity and follow me, a stereo jungle child. Love is the kill, your heart's still wild. Shooting at the walls of heartache. Bang, bang, I am the warrior. Well, I am the warrior. And hard to win if you survive. The warrior. You talk to me. Your eyes touch me physically. Stay with me, we'll take the night as passion takes another bite. Oh, who's the hunter? Who's the game? I feel the beat, call your name. I'll hold you close, victory. I don't wanna tame your animal style. You won't be caged from the call of the wild. Shooting at the walls of heartache. Bang, bang, I am the warrior.
Okay, we're moving fast. Thank you for your time tonight. We're moving fast because we have to go to survival. Now, we're going to talk between this. DJ style. All right? We have to talk. I'm troubled. Well, got a few things. People in survival.
Survival. Only the strong can survive. It's called survival. Only the strong can survive. It's called survival. In order to stay alive, it's called survival. 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 Survival.
Because they're pushed against the wall.
In your face and they talk behind your back. And when you get the story, it's never exact. Some say they're your friends, but they really are not, because they're only out to try and get what you've got. Survival. Only the strong can survive. It's called survival. Only the strong can survive. It's called survival. In order to stay alive, it's called survival. Survival, survival, survival. In jail they got a game and they call it survival. They run it down to you on your first arrival. They tell you what you can and what you cannot do. So if you ever go to jail, watch your it's called survival. Only the strong can survive. It's called survival. Only the strong can survive. It's called survival. In order to stay alive, it's called survival. Survival, survival, survival. I went looking for a job every day last week, but it turned into a crazy game of hide and seek, because every place I seemed to look, a job wasn't there. I might as well apply for food stamps or welfare. It's called survival. And only the strong can survive. It's called survival. And only the strong can survive. It's called survival. In order to stay alive, it's called survival. Survival, survival, survival. Like Hercules, your body is strong, but your mind is like the devil. Your ideals are wrong. You hurt people's feelings and mess with their minds. Then have the nerve to call me brother and wave the peace sign. The young and the old, they all hate your sight because of people like you that's scared to walk in the night. It's called survival. Only the strong can survive. It's called survival. And only the strong can survive. It's called survival. In order to stay alive, it's called survival. Survival, survival, survival. The problems of the world today are bigger than life. You have recessions and depressions. Men are cheating on their wives. Babies born each morn with part of their bodies gone because of some crazy drug that their mothers was on. There's countries fighting, not uniting, always putting each other down. Blacks and whites don't realize that.
What about the rest?
You got guns, cut, and strife, and looking out for number one is a way of life. It's called survival. And only the strong can survive. It's called survival. And only the strong can survive. It's called survival. In order to stay alive, it's called survival. Survival, survival, survival.
Just a bunch of us guys, white and whitish, the brothers with our ladies. We ain't nothing. We nothing. We nothing. We nothing. We nothing. We're just up and down Main Street. We've all been replaced. It's all just influence. It's all just great people. 24/7. Your COVID mask and your cell phones too. We go to San Diego, see the tall whites with the pretty Latinas. Well, they're different situations. What are these? Afghani Arab food stools. Anunnaki Nephilim Muslim with a big old beard. Doesn't matter. Afghan, Arab, white, black, there's solar bloodlines, high mixed swaying. Not even a fucking human. I go fucking human. Not to Exo the Warrior, not to any of you. You're not capable of exporting love. You're not anything but Satanists to me and scumbags. Left me fucking moved to this hellhole. Who didn't even try to help me and clean my life out. Who didn't even give a fuck about me for either being in the mental hospital, not fucking being able to stay on my land, fighting human trafficking, fighting the Chinese invasion. You, the women of my audience, are the worst thing that have ever been created. For you to sit there and ignore my pain when I gave you info freely tells me everything I need to know about you. And the ego that you hide from me on the other side of the screen is you deny to even like fucking videos where I teach you to self-defense. Fuck you. Fuck you. You want to drive me to drinking suicide and heartbreak and fool me like Blanca by breaking my heart and acting like my channel has no value and I'm unmarriable, now spoiled at 44 because you piece of shit, Portland sluts that refuse to unsubscribe. Fuck off back to hell with your dad, Satan. Don't ever fucking tell me to keep my emotions in check. You're the motherfucker who's living the high life in hell because you didn't put yourself out there. So don't act like we're equals. And you know it's the truth. And you know you'll never help me. Take your shit and shove it up your asshole.
Come on in here.
Fuck your emails and fuck you. Each and every one of you that ignores helping me.
Listen, first things first. Let me hang up that coat.
Watch me behind the scenes while you're having a wonderful life.
You missed me? You did. Yeah, I missed you too. I missed you so much I followed you today. That's right. Now close your mouth, because you cold.
Women love stalkers. Women love
trying to sit down
and
here.
then slap them.
Sit down here.
Take control.
You know what
Men
to
like
do.
me that are nice or just garbage.
My first impulse was to run up on you.
Oh, I don't
Rambo.
feel nice anymore.
Whip out the jammy and flat blast both.
Born in your world, Trevor Green.
I ain't want to mess with this $3,700
Try
links.
to help you women fight you.
So instead,
I can't believe you people even exist.
Chill. Now I went to the bank. Took out every
Same way
dime.
that I prayed for an angel.
And then
You're
we're
gonna
gonna
play
cancel
for me.
all those credit cards.
All those videos.
All your charge
All
counts.
those self-help videos. All that
I stuck it up every
advice.
piece of
All
jewelry. I
that
have a
World War III
fortune.
info. Just take
That's right.
it, just throw it in the fucking trash. We'll just fucking put the channel on private. What song did I say we're going to? Where were we? Love Bites by Def Leppard. Angry Again by Metallica? No, that's Megadeth. Truly Mo. Oh, they like it when you kill yourself. Oh, yeah, we got him to kill himself. Yeah, we ignored him all these years. Oh, yeah. That was so awesome. Oh, he's so weak. Oh, he can't. I literally talked to a female therapist like, oh, yeah, don't fight human trafficking. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, don't do that.
Don't remember where I was. I realized life was a game. The more seriously I took things, the harder the roads became. I had no idea what it cost. My life passed before my eyes. I found out how little I accomplished all my plans tonight. So as you just know my friends, I love to stay with you all. Smiling, thinking me, my body's gone, that's in the morning, tu ves a mí, se puse, je crois pas dire. These are the last words I'll never speak. Let's set me free. If my heart was still alive, I know it would surely break. And my memories left me blue. There's nothing more to say. Moving on is a simple thing. What it leaves behind is hard. You know the sleeping till no more pain, and the living are gone. In the morning, tu ves a mí, se puse, son tu apatía. These are the last words I'll never speak. You set me free.
You're gonna have to. Let me talk about this. We men are evil when we listen to certain songs. Okay, so I listen to certain songs on an album on my MP3 player, and there's certain songs I avoid now. Well, that's one. Okay, so there are like these love spells that come through music. All right, and we're going to go through some examples. All right, we're going to program a little bit. Take a subway. So you got your dick in your heart. Like a bird. You're a porno addict. Love. You're an idiot. You're in love. You know it. What's your name? Huh? Huh? What? What are you talking to some bitch? You wish you were mine. You're in love? No, dude. You look at dirty magazines. You're on crack. No, you're living in hell. No. No. Dude, you better show off that gin and juice. You better show off that. Now, continuing. It gets crazier. Okay, straight up looking, come off the ground. Listen to this shit. I can't. Women have been like programmed with like the most nastiest shit. Like the nastiest dude. Like you're done, son. You're Mark Pasto in it screwed up. Well, you know he lives in Philly. Here we go. Give it all. Oh dear. Look at this shit. Listen to this fucking shit. It is rapping now. She's got plans for me. She gave me high, showed me her thighs. You know what I mean? No way to say she would win the likes of me. The likes of me. Mosh pit. She said, I got to wear you out. Give it all to you. I find a reason now. Just give it all. Just give it all. I want to give you all my love tonight. Give it all. Give it all. Lick it up. Whatever. I'll make it right. All right, and it just continues. I listen to you, are you listening to me? The way that you are, it's easy to see. Feelings for you, now I feel free. I'm lost in time. To get sex in the world where without sex we wouldn't even exist. Somebody will forget about sex. We've got solar flares sitting there. I will forget about sex. Every day. That's angry. Good men sleep alone all over the world. Bad mothers, bad brothers, throwing them away in favor of most people. Now, after they killed my people with drones, they welcomed the drones over their fucking cities for the delivery for good. That's a nasty shit. As the robots replace the men, as the cell phones replace the men, as sex toys and jackass toys replace the love of the women.
Indecision has all been heard. No more confusion, the page has turned.
Still there? You really want it? I mean, I was knowing that I was born unlovable, even as a child. Unlovable by my mother, unlovable by the women in school that I had crushes on, high school. Like, it wasn't necessarily about race. My soul was marked the day I got on this planet.
Who do you think of? Does he look like me?
And then I kept dreaming of this always dedicating my life to being good. When I was young, I was never bad. I always wanted to do the gold hand. I was good from day one. And who am I to think that it's now became good? What kind of monster did women make me? There's 1,001 signs I have right now that I sinned against God, and that's why I'm here. I should have let them kill me in Colorado if I thought someone was going to hurt me. That's what I'm saying. And now I'm left here with nothing. Because I was duped by my senses. You think women respect me for doing that? No compassion. Not therapists, not psychiatrists. Do you think some lady at some place in books is going to talk about me? Psychiatrists fucking hate me. They're fucking Hindus. Therapists fucking hate me. They're Hindus. Women fucking hate me. They're Afghanis. There are Palestinian Muslims that I gave this channel that won't even come to it. They've never even heard about an Afghan genocide. Fuck those Muslims. I hate you fucking Muslims that somehow stumbled into my world that are Palestinian or whatever. They never one day gave a fuck about my people when you were told. And you sat there and said, I have to get back to work. Please leave me alone. Fuck you. Haram. How do I make special fire for you bitches?
When I'm with you, are you somewhere else? I'm not getting through. What do you please yourself? When you wake up, will you walk out? It can't be love. If the going
Well, I don't mean to offend, but no idea. I'm talking. People need to hear this. People need to take the best of statements I gave in the past and share it. I just wanted them by God. I remember watching this at age 11 and really identifying with the video. This could be the hell that we are living in now.
young man struggles on and on his own. I want to his own. That never from this day his will he'll take away. What I felt, what I've known, never shine through what I've shown. Never be, never see, won't see what I have done. What I felt, what I've known, never shine through what I've shown. Never free, never me, so I done the unforgivable. They dedicate their lives to running out of hills. He tries to please them all. This bitter man hails throughout his life to say he's battled constantly. This fight he cannot win. A tired man they see no longer cares. The old man they repairs, die regretfully. That old man is dismayed. What I felt, what I've known, never shine through what I've shown. Never be, never see, won't see what might have been. What I felt, what I've known, never shine through what I've shown. Never free, never me, so I don't be unforgiving.
So during that SOAR maximum period, for some reason, I went to outdoor school in Oregon. And I don't know what possessed me to think that I would sing this song in front of a bunch of kids without music. But I did. And there was clapping. I thought to myself, how would you do that? But it went okay, and they played the piano to it. So, I think about the reality of people saying, I guess, don't cry, or you'll lose people's respect. There was a moment at that mental hospital where a girl was crying who worked there. Don't know why she was crying, but there was constantly a reminder that the women were mentally ill in the mental hospital that were staff, that the women were mentally ill that were staff. And so you have women that kidnap men that make money from men that are locked up. We have the situation away on our right end. We have all these women that are making money, replacing men, relying on cell phones, walking around with COVID masks, watching pornography, relying on dildos, video games, flat screens, government handouts, government jobs, government programs, government budgets, government programs, government jobs, government budgets, government money. And everything is all like a phase out in really a very short amount of time, from men having say in the household to just us and just a matter of a few generations being replaced and people thinking that they were more capable than us, when in fact we never even had a chance. Some of us were marked for death and homelessness and poverty the day we were set on this earth. So don't cry when the women allow you to be exterminated, put away, or drive you to suicide. While they they won't. They'll go back to their video.
Sorry, there's something in your eyes. Don't let your head in sorrow, and please don't cry. I know how you feel inside. I've been there before. Something's changing inside you, and don't you know? Don't you cry tonight, I still love you, baby. Don't you
Never take advice from anyone with girlfriends or husbands or boyfriends or significant others when they tell you to chill out about having nobody. Just don't even talk to them. Because they'll always do it right. And they'll always enjoy your friends. They'll put down your attempt for love while they're hunting for love. Men or give bad advice to me that are in the audience. They're never leaders. Or they do shit talk about other people, birth names. They love pseudonyms themselves. Don't you take it so hard about what I've done for years under my given birth name. And please don't take it so bad. I'll still be thinking of you and the times we had, baby. I know you cry tonight. Know you cry tonight. Don't you cry tonight. There's a never Okay, final.
This is the end, beautiful friend. This is the end, my only friend. The end of our elaborate plans. The end of everything that stands. The end. No safety or surprise, the end. I'll never look into your eyes again. Can you picture what will be? So limitless and free, desperately in need of some stranger's hand in a desperate land. Lost in a romance, wilderness of pain,
and all the children are insane. All the children are insane, waiting for the summer rain. Yeah. There's danger on the edge of town. Ride the King's Highway. Weird scenes inside the gold mine. Ride the highway west, baby. Ride the snake. Ride the snake to the lake. The ancient lake, baby. The snake, he's long, 7 miles. Ride the snake. He's old and his skin is cold. The West is the best. The West is the best. Get here and we'll do the rest. The blue bus is calling us. The blue bus is calling us. Driver, where you taking us? The killer awoke before dawn. He put his boots on. He took a face from the ancient gallery and he walked on down the hall. He went into the room where his sister lived, and then he paid a visit to his brother, and then he walked on down the hall, and he came to a door, and he looked inside. Father, yes, son.